Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chair Yoga. This is the second yoga class in this series, and we are here with our Central Virginia area volunteer, Miss Belinda Todd, who is also a licensed yoga instructor who's going to lead us tonight. Again, part of healthy aging is making sure that we are moving, making sure that we're keeping our bodies active. And yoga does just that. This is our second series. So many of you joined and asked when the next class is going to be at the last session. So we're excited for those of you that are rejoining us and for those of you that are joining us for the first time. I'm going to go ahead and get out your way because I know you came to move. I know you came to stretch and have a good time tonight. I'm going to get out your way and I'm going to bring in Miss Belinda Todd. Come on in and let's have a good class.
Good evening, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to do something for ourselves, to make ourselves comfortable and balanced and feeling good. So I'm Belinda Todd, and today I wore my pink in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I send high vibrations to anyone who's going through any health challenges, and I'm very pleased to be here today. In order to do yoga tonight, and I want to call this accessible chair yoga. Accessible because it is for anyone, not necessarily those who have suffered with the mobility or lack of mobility in their joints, but maybe you are a worker. You've been over the computer all day on the phone, and it's time now to just stretch, release, relax, and let it all go. There are some things that might help you. If you have a strap, you could substitute a tie. Blocks might help you. Specifically, if you can't reach the floor, you can put blocks here. Oops, I've got two uneven blocks, but you know what you could use instead? Books, perhaps, cans, tall cans, so that's something. Or you could even put your feet on a blanket or a cushion. So gather up those things, and you'll know the next time you come that you can just have them handy. We're going to start tonight with breathing, and then we're going to begin to work from our head to our shoulders, to our hips and legs, and just begin to release, relax, and let go. The word for tonight is surrender. So often we push and pull against life, and sometimes you simply have to ride the horse in the direction that it's going. Let's get started. With your feet firmly planted on the ground or your mat, and make sure you've got a chair that is stable, that it won't slip and slide if you're not on a carpeted floor. You can use, if you don't have a yoga mat, then a towel might be something you could also use. As you sit upright in your chair with your back erect, we're going to start breathing. It is the breath that we use in yoga that helps us connect to our hearts. Begin to take in a nice, deep, full breath, perhaps to the count of 4 as you extend the belly. That breath rises into your lower chest, up into the rib cage, and then slowly, perhaps to the count of 4, exhale through your nose. You might close your eyes. Inhale, filling the chest cavity, shoulders are relaxed. Slowly release, allowing the chest to fall, the belly falls. Again. Release. Now let each exhalation release the cares of the day. Release, relax, and let go. On your next exhalation, you can return to your normal breathing pattern. And now simply let the chin fall into the chest. We're going to make a little smiley face with our chin, drawing it over to the left. Hold for a second, and then come back through the center and over to the other side. Trying to keep the chest lifted as you stretch the back of your neck. Let's try that one more time. Come back to center. Head is in a normal position, and now tilt the chin up towards the ceiling. Nice stretch in the front of your neck. And come back to center. You just squeeze those shoulders up, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Make it tight. Release it. Shake those arms out and let it go. Let's try it again. Lift the shoulders up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. A little bit more, and drop them down. Release and let it go. Maybe you've been using your hands on a keyboard today, so let's kind of stretch out our arms and fingers. Extend both arms out in front of you. Really stretch across the back, top of your back, across the shoulders. Flex the hands. Fingers pointed towards the ceiling. And release, reflex the fingers down. Can you feel the difference there? Try that again. Fingers up. And fingers down. Now I'm going to take my left hand and press it against my right hand just slightly. There's some muscles that we have not been paying attention to, and now you feel it. Flex those fingers up, press the other hand. Now let's do this. Just kind of pull that thumb out a little bit. And your forefinger, and the next, that ring finger, and your pinky. And go back, ring finger, middle finger, pointer, and thumb. Release, circle, extend the other hand, flex it down, fingers down, and press against the back of the hand. Release, flex it up, press the fingers back slightly. Everything we do with a gentle touch, because this is gentle yoga. All the poses won't be easy, but we do want to be gentle on our bodies. So let's stretch out the fingers, the thumb, pointer, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. Not only that, but the pads of each finger as we go back, they're just points on our bodies that activate our nerves. And twist, shake it out, and let it go. Now you might come towards the center of your chair. Always move around in your chair. In fact, let's kind of move from left to right, becoming stable in our chair. And now extend the arms out to the side, palms down. Stretch through the fingers as you turn the palms up. Inhale all the way up. Hands together. Bring the hands down to heart center, thumbs towards your heart. And release. We'll be doing that movement throughout our practice tonight. And remember that yoga is a practice. No one expects you to get it perfect. Just do your very best. Arms out, palms down. Palms up, extend. Hands to heart center. Are you ready for some more movement? Extend the arms down, palms up, all the way up. Now make sure you drop the shoulders, but you're stretching through the fingers and the arms. Hands down to the center, down to your knees. Take your feet slightly apart. Bring the hands down to the shins, to the ankles, to the toes. This is the chair form of sun salutation. Slide the hands back up to your shins, tops of your knees or thighs, all the way up. Hands to heart center. Let's do that a couple times. Now, if you need something under your feet, you can do that with a blanket or blocks. Inhale, arms out and up. Hands to heart center, to your knees. Slide your hands down to shins, ankles, and toes. Allow your head to hang there for just a second. Feel the back as it stretches a little bit. Slide the hands back up. Slowly the head lifts. Hands down and release. We're going to try that 2 more times. I'm going to release that padding there, but if you need it, just help yourself. Inhale up. This time we're going to fold forward, hands to our knees. Slide the hands down, down to the ankle, down to the floor, or to your toes. If you can touch the floor with your hands or perhaps to your blocks, stretch out the fingers. Slide the hands back up, chin, tops of the thighs, all the way up. Hands to heart center. One more time. Up. Fold as you lean over, hands to your thighs, elbows back, shin down to the floor. Hang here. Take a breath. Release it down. Round it up again. All the way up. And hands back to center. And release. You can begin to feel the energy as it activates throughout your body. Let's extend our arms up again, reaching, taking a side stretch. Allow that right hand to come down to your chair, reach high and over your head. Now make yourself comfortable in the chair. You can hold on to the side or even the back of the chair. If you can, look up, pressing the elbow back. Can you feel the rib cage as it expands just a little bit here? Bring that arm up, both arms up. Now let's drop the left hand down, look up and over. As you look up, slide the elbow back. You're opening up the shoulder area, expanding the rib cage. And we'll bring it back up. Now let's just go from side to side. Right down and over. And take it to the other side as though you're swaying in the breeze. Beautiful. Both arms up and release it down. I think it's time to do a little bit of twisting. But first, I think we'll start with our legs. So, again, if you need a block, to help you with this, please use it. So we want to extend the leg out, lifting it off the floor a little bit. If at this time you don't have the strength to do that, then that's when you can just lean it against a block. If when you raise your leg, if you need help, then that's the time that you could even use a strap, taking it around the ball of your foot. And if you use a strap, we're just going to lift that leg up and let it down. Lift it up, shoulders are back and relaxed, and let it down. Now that foot is flexed as you lift. Really push through the heel and let it down. One more time. Lift it up and let it down. Now I'm going to release the strap, but you don't have to. And now I'm going to point the toe as I lift and flex and point and flex and relax it down. Sitting up, lift that leg one more time. It doesn't have to go very high. Point the toe, really feel it on top of the foot. Now flex and release and begin to circle, 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 circling the foot at the ankle, circle, and reverse, circle, 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 circle and hold, and relax that foot to the floor. Can you feel the energy as it circulates through that leg? Let's try that on the other side. Again, if you need the block, it's there. So we're going to just lift that leg. Now, I'm not using a strap this time, but you feel free to do that. And down, and lift, and down, and lift, and down, and lift, and down. This time, point the toe and lift, and flex, pushing through that heel. Now, it's okay if you bend the knee a little bit. Whatever works for you, honor your body. Point the toe and push through that heel as you flex. And point and flex. One more time. Nice point and flex. Release it down. Now lift off gently and begin to circle, circle. You can hold on to the chair if you need to. Circle, 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 and reverse. Circle, 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 circle and hold, and release. And set that foot down. All right. Let's work these legs a little bit more. So I'm going to just lift with a bent knee, lift my left foot up and down. Lift it up and down. Place your hand here. Bring that knee up to your hand if you can. Up and down. Find a steady place and try to keep it consistent. Up and down and up and down. Let's try that on the other side. Up and down and up and down and up and down and up. Maybe two more times. And release. Let's extend the left leg out, placing your hands under, lift it up, point the toe. Flex the foot. And now bend at the knee. And let's lift that foot up, place the left ankle on this right thigh. Opening up the hip area, pressing that knee down. So if this position doesn't work for you, maybe using a block or a bolster there, you can place your one leg just over the other leg like this. as best you can. But if you can lift that leg, then we're going to place it here, sitting up tall. Inhale up. Now let's bring that right hand over the left knee. The left hand comes behind you, and you're going to begin to twist in your chair, trying to keep both shoulders parallel. Turning your head towards the left shoulder. Feel what's going on in your body. And you feel the hip opening. That stretch happens from your midsection. And breathe. This would be a good place to start breathing deeply again. And as we release, we bring it over to the other side, just a little bit, and back to the center. Now, keep that ankle over your thigh. Massage those toes, just like we work the fingers. You know that all those nerve endings that end in your feet and your toes. So let's just give them a little massage here. Take your knuckles and begin to massage the center of your foot, the ball of your foot. And maybe put that knuckle here just in the crevice of your ankle bone. Giving yourself a nice little massage. And release. Now sitting up tall, I want you to lean forward. Maybe you don't go very far here. Just begin to lean up. Something's going on in that hip and thigh. Breathe into it. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, simply leaning forward. Try that again. Inhale. Exhale. Stay right here. Maybe you take 2 more breaths. And slowly come back up to center. Let's relax that foot. In fact, give that knee a little massage. Shake that leg a little bit and let it go. It's time to do that other leg. Lift it up, flexing and pointing. Bend the knee. Bring that right ankle over your left thigh. Open up. Just gently pressing on the inside of your leg. Nice. And arms up. Now bring that left arm over the bent knee. The other arm is behind you. Begin to twist from your midsection. And notice that each side is a little bit different, and it might feel different. Breathe. One more nice slow breath. And as we release, we come around to the other side. Tiny twist to this side and back to the center. We won't forget to massage the toes on this foot. Rub the pads of your toes. Interesting. Now take your knuckles and just massage the ball of the foot. Go into the instep along the sides. And if you were to see a chart about reflexology, you would notice that there are nerve endings that have a direct connection to other parts of your anatomy. So get the center, and maybe take this knuckle and go along in the crevice of your ankle. Very nice. All right, come back to center. Sitting up tall, begin to lean into the pose. Release. Remember our mantra today. Release, relax, and let go. Surrender. Breathe in. exhale, release. Such a delicious stretch for that hip. One more time, nice breath in. And let it go as you lean into it a little bit. As you come back up, release that leg, we'll shake it out. Now, some of you deal with arthritic issues, those knees, maybe your shoulders, your fingers. So, you know what? Motion is lotion for your joints. So let's just take those hands again, and we're going to make a fist and stretch the fingers out. Make a fist, tighter, tighter, tighter. Stretch the fingers out. One more time, stretch it out. Extend your arm up, bend that left elbow and place your hand on your back. Now take the other hand and press, if you can, press the arm back and behind your head. And release both arms up. We're going to bend the other hand behind our back, grabbing the elbow, and I'm stretching underneath that arm as I slide my elbow behind my head, feeling a nice little stretch there. And release and relax. I'm going to go into a warrior pose. Warrior poses are beautiful balancing poses, finding your stability in your entire body. So if you will, edge towards the front of your mat. Let's turn one leg, your left leg, towards the corner of your chair and just place it there. We're gonna, now you can keep your right leg perpendicular to this leg here, or if you can, slide it out a little further. And we're gonna extend our arms out and turn so that my gaze is over the middle finger of this left hand. And this is Warrior 2 in a chair. Now, extend the arms up, let the pads of your fingers touch. And then we take it down again. Up, inhaling. And back down. Now look at that back arm. We don't want it down here in the front arm here. We want to keep those arms parallel. We want those arms to be active. If you're warriors, there's power shooting through those fingers. And now flip your left hand, reverse warrior. As you reach up, now you can hold on to the bottom of your chair or put your hand behind the chair. And this is reverse warrior. We're reaching up. If ever you're in a pose where I'm saying look up and it doesn't fit you, then take your gaze gently down. And we go back into Warrior 2. Let's try that again. Flip that front hand and slide it up, stretch. Now slide your elbow back a little bit because we're trying to open up under the arm area, expanding the ribs on the side, and we take it back. And now let's try something else while we're here. Let's extend the right arm up and the left down to the floor. Look up. Now you know what? Maybe you need a block here. You can keep that block outside your foot or inside your foot and reach up. Oh, that feels so good. You're reaching up into the heavens, but you're still grounded on the earth. And breathe. And slowly release back into your Warrior 2. Release your hands. Bring both feet in. Inhale up. Let's go back to that forward bending pose, taking your hands down to the ankles, the feet, or a block. Rounding up. And this time, place your hands along the edge of the chair. We're going to go into cat-cow. So in cat-cow, you are going to place your hands alongside the back of your chair. Inhale, lift the chest, pressing it forward as you allow the shoulder blades to try to meet each other in the back. Your chin is up. And then release your hands back to the front of your knees and round the back, pulling the belly button in towards the spine, feeling a wonderful stretch across your shoulders. Inhale, one more time. Squeeze shoulder blades towards each other, lifting the chest and the chin, and rounding. This is such a nice exercise for your back. A nice warm-up. We could start with this often, or just do this and release it. And it's time to do Warrior Two on the other side. So again, scoot up on your chair, place this right leg here at the corner of your chair. Left leg can be here. If you have the flexibility to take it out a little bit farther, you can do that. And your arms are out, and here we are in Warrior Two on this side. Lift arms up. Pads of the fingertips touch. And back down. Lift up. Breathe and release. One more time. Up and release. Reverse warrior. Flip that right hand. Lift it up. Look up. Grab the side of your chair, opening up the rib cage on this side. When you're scrunched over all day, to open up the ribs, it feels so good. Let's take it back to Warrior Two. One more time, maybe. Lift the hand, reach, and back to Warrior Two. Now we're going to go into triangle pose. We're going to drop that right hand down. I'm going to bring a block over here. And you always have the option of where you want your block. You can use the high end. You could use the low end. Or there's another side to use here. But the important thing is that we have this lovely stretch along the side of our bodies. We can look up. And breathe. Give me another nice deep breath here. Slide the shoulder back just a little bit to open up here. And slowly make your way back to Warrior Two. Drop the arms and we'll parallel the feet again. Inhale up. Exhale, folding forward. Maybe you put the left fingers under the left toes, right fingers under the right toes, dropping the head down. Let that inhalation come into the back. You know your rib cage, it circles around your back, so let's get some air in our backs as well. And release one set of fingers and then the others. And slide it up, all the way up, hands to heart center. Wow, you've done a good job today. All right, let's do one more thing. Let's just slide your leg out. Doesn't matter which one. And we're going to just kind of walk our fingers down, 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 stretching. Allow your chin to come into your chest. Maybe some of you can hold onto the toes and flex them back. Your knee can be slightly bent. You're going to feel a nice stretch, hopefully, the Achilles, the calf, and perhaps even into the back of your thigh, the hamstrings. Release and just walk your hands back up. Oh, that feels so good. Let's try the other leg. Find your stability in your chair. All right, and we're going to turn towards the extended leg. Begin to walk down gently. Stop wherever you can. If you're right here, that's for today, that's good enough. If you come lower, we'll take that too. If you can flex those toes, breathe into it. And release as you walk your hands back up your legs. Coming back to center. Arms out. Up. Down here. And release. Now let's just kind of move around in our chair. And sit back in your chair and just feel the energy as it courses through your bodies. Each week we're going to add on to a little bit more. And I think we're going to do this, we're in our second week, and I think we'll do this maybe for 4 more weeks. And so we hope that you will join us. And if you have questions, please put them in the chat and we'll try to address them. Now we always end with breathing and with Shavasana, that period of rest. We want the body to, in a sense, absorb the movements that we've made. So we sit here. Now let me show you a couple of ways we can do this. You can simply sit erect in your chair, close your eyes, or maybe you take something here to prop your feet on. You can slide down in your chair and just lean back like this for a relaxing moment. Now make sure that you're safe in your chair. But we're going to just come here today. And I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to walk you through a guided meditation. So I want you to extend your right foot. Begin to tighten up the foot, the calf, under the knee, the thigh, tighter, tighter, tighter. Drop it down, shake it out and let it go. Extend the other leg. Lift it off the mat just a tiny bit. Tighten the toes, the calves, behind the knee, the thigh, tighter still. Drop it to the mat, shake it out, release and let go. Make a fist with your right hand. Squeeze it, tight, tighter still. Tense that entire arm. Let it drop to your lap. Shake it out, release, and let go. The other hand extended, make a fist. Tighter still, tighter, 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 the entire arm. Release your fingers, drop it to your lap, shake it out, and let it go. Now, if you can, squeeze your buttocks. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Release, and let it go. Bring your shoulders up, up, up towards your ears. Squeeze up. Release, shake it out, and let it go. And now, bring your shoulders in towards the center of your body. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Across the shoulders, and let it go. Think about the various parts of your body that might still be tight or parts of your body that needs a little more relaxation, and give your body a command to release and let go. Now, with your eyes gently closed or focused down, allow your forehead to relax, your eyes in their sockets. Allow those tiny muscles around your nose and mouth, and even your jawline, to release and relax and let go. Now let that relaxation slide down your back, the upper back, thoracic middle back, the lumbar lower back region. Let that relaxation roll down the front of your body. In fact, imagine that it is penetrating inside, and every organ of your body is just functioning in the perfection in which God created it. Give it energy to release, relax, and function at its best. This is your peace. This is your rest. For some of you, your mind might still be chattering. We call that monkey mind. The solution is to return to the breath that we started this practice with. Inhaling to the count of 4. Slowly exhaling to the count of 4. Please don't cut yourself short. Take about 30 seconds of this peaceful rest. As you bring your awareness back into your bodies, and maybe you begin to move your fingers and your toes. Maybe we take one more long stretch. Maybe you even stretch those legs out. And release it. I want to thank you so much for joining me this evening for a time that I hope has been relaxing, refreshing, and maybe even educational. Remember, always show kindness to yourself and be compassionate to yourself. Here's something that I tell my students often. As you go back into the world tonight, make sure that the words you speak are truthful, that they're necessary, and that they're kind. Have a great afternoon.
Well, I hope that you guys are just as relaxed as I am. And I want to thank Miss Belinda Todd, who is a volunteer here with us at AARP, but for a wonderful session tonight. I hope you guys had enjoyed it. I hope you guys are just as relaxed as we are in this room. Listen, don't forget that you will get a follow-up email with a survey about this class, but also you will get a link where you can take this class as much as you want. I saw a lot of people in the comments saying how wonderful the class was and how often the class is. The next class that we will offer is on November the 16th. That's Thursday, November the 16th. And you can register for that today. We'll be offering the class monthly. The next class is November the 16th. So we thank you all for joining us tonight. Once again, you will get a link with the recording of this, and you can find it also on our YouTube channel for AARP Virginia. Listen, we hope that you enjoyed this class, and we hope that you will join Ms. Belinda Todd again on November the 16th. Until then, we hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Bye-bye, everyone.